Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wonder if anybody's going to join me. Let's refresh my page. Girls everywhere. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Friday morning. This is a bit different. Friday morning. How are we all this morning? Good morning, my lovely Lynn. How are you, darling? Are you good? Hang on, let's just see if I can get this. Turn the volume off on there. Good morning. How is everyone? Morning, Ali. Morning, Leisha. How are we all? Are we all okay this morning? This is very weird for me to be on a Friday morning. Normally it's a Saturday, but as those of you that are in the Pinkies know, we've got a bit of a retreat this weekend. So I'm having the weekend off to play with craft products, which I'm really looking forward to. So cheers. Good morning, guys. I've got my coffee. Excuse the state of the hair. I forgot to put it up when I went to bed last night, so the curls are a bit manic, actually. Good, good. You're working while watching. Shh. I won't tell anyone, Lynn. I promise. It's lovely to have you join me, darling. I'm very honoured that you are working while you are watching me. That's really lovely. So, bonus days are well underway. For every £45 that you spend this month, you get £4.50 back to spend next month. So that's really great, especially as the new autumn winter catalogue goes live. 2 minutes. There we go. Right, I knew I'd forgotten something. I hope you liked chatting to Bonnie then. Good morning, Jonathan. Morning, Kit. So, look what came through the post. Look, ready? Hang on. It says, hello, everyone. I hope this letter and catalogue finds you healthy and smiling. Oh, so yes. So hang on. Let's just have a little looky, see what else is in my package. Just some cardstock. Right, I'll hang on to that. So, this, look at this. This is better than my face. Look at this. This is the new autumn winter catalogue. That is as much as I can show you until I have products in my hands. So this catalogue goes live to our customers in August. So top tip, okay? Shop from this one this month. For every 45 you spend, you get £4.50 back to spend in August. So buy from this one this month and then redeem your coupons on this one next month. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. It's a bit lovely. It's a bit lovely. I've got my favourites in it already, so it's a bit lovely. Okay, right, I'm going to pop them to one side. So, as you know, we've been working with the gorgeous Birds and Branches stamp set this week. Okay. Love, 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 love it. Oh, Tracy, I'm sorry he's been and you haven't got yours. So I have now ordered my little stash of catalogues. Not so little, my little stash of catalogues. If you have shopped with me in the last 6 months, you will be getting a catalogue from me automatically. If you would like a copy of the Autumn Winter catalogue and you haven't shopped with me or you haven't got a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please get in touch and I will send you a catalogue free of charge. Okay? Right, so shall we turn the camera down and around? And let's get going, shall we? So let's turn you down and around. Okay, right. Let's see if we can take it up, actually, because I want to bring you up. There we go. Morning, Wally. How are you, my darling? Are you good? Right, there we go. I think that's that's fairly good. Okay, so stall is a bit far out, which is good. Right, so as you can see, we're doing this gorgeous 3D. It's kind of 3D. It's got lots of depth, look. So it's got depth. You can see there's depth in the nest. We've got 3D wings. We've got 3D flowers. So there is some stamping, and then die cutting. So your card is a normal A4 piece of cardstock scored in half at 14.9 or 5 7/8. Okay, so that's what that is. My outer layer is, hang on, or my inside and my outer layer are 5, hang on, let me double check this, centimetres and inches. So they are 5.5 inches by 7 7/8, or they are 21 by, oh, spot on, 14. Okay, so those are your measurements for that. Everything else is pretty much scrap. All right, so that's those bits. So I've got some stamping to do on the inside and lots of stamping to do on the outside and lots of bits to build up. So let me grab my stamps, because I kind of put them away after yesterday. We want both birds. Are you going to fit on that one? 2, 3. I did tidy up my desk yesterday and I was putting the stamps away, and then I was thinking, well, that's a bit stupid because you actually need them out tomorrow. But I did kind of tidy up a bit yesterday. Oh, that one will fit on there beautifully. So that fits there. Right, we also need the lovely little, we don't need the lid. As you can see, I kind of haven't put stuff away properly. I just threw them in the box. Okay. We're going to, oh, can't pick this up. We're going to need a flower, just there. We're going to need the eggs. So they'll go on a little skinny block, like so. Okay, so they'll fit on the skinny block. We also need the 2 wings. Okay, so let's just grab a couple. Why is it when you want to get something out the box, it won't come out? So I'll tell you what, we're going to swap some of these over. That's going to go on there. That's going to go on there. We're going to have a wing on there. Put that one on there and a wing on there. Okay. So we've kind of got everything and our nest. So we're using pretty much all that stamp set this morning. Okay. And I've got my nest and that fits perfectly onto there. Okay. So I've got my dies ready to go. And I've already scored my card base. So I'm just going to pop all of those bits to one side, okay? And I'm just going to pop all of these bits. I want you still to be able to see the card. So I'm just going to bring these, take these off a bit. I want you to be able to see the card. So we're going to work on these 2 bits first, okay? So on the front, we've just got our bird randomly stamped. And on the inside, we've got 2 birds, and they are done in the lovely balmy blue and soft suede. Okay, so those are what we're going to do to start with. So I'm going to grab my, I love my new setup here where I've just put the ink pads to hand because I don't have to have them all over the place and all over the desk. So I'm going to randomly stamp using both of these bits for the bird on the front of here, but I'm going to use both bits, so these bits as well, for the bird inside. Okay, so I'm just going to move that stamp case. That's better, so I don't keep hitting my elbow on it. My desk space seems to be contracting, or perhaps it's just the fact that I've got so much stuff around. So I think we're going to do this bit first and this bit second. So I'm going to move that out the way because I don't need that for a minute. And we're going to concentrate on the front, which is all in balmy blue. So this is colour on colour. And as you can see, you still get a really good image. I haven't had to change my colour. Colour on colour is brilliant. So I'm just going to ink it up and stamp it down. And I'm being really quite random about this, switching my block around. Not really, I haven't got a pattern. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. Making sure that I stamp off the page, because that way your images are much softer. Right, I think we'll have have one that way there, and then I'm going to swap, and I'm going to use the other one, okay? And we'll have him, have that one there, and have him coming in there, have a tail there, okay? I'll have that one there, have it like that. And don't forget, you can always turn your paper around when you've done your stamping. If you decide that you want the orientation to be up the other way, you can. So I'll tell you what, let's flip that around. I'm going to go back to, I might do one there. I'm going to pop that over there for a minute. If you can hear the snoring, I'm really sorry. They're all in here with me at the moment. There, shh, quiet. Okay, right, have that one there. I think that that's enough. I'm happy with that. Or I might have another one coming up there actually, like that. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. So that's the front. That's all I've got to do to the front stamping wise. So I can pop that to one side with my card base. Okay, so that bit's ready to go. So now we're going to bring in this bit and we're going to do the inside of this card. Okay, just do that like that so you can still see that bit. So that's the bit we're going to be doing. So they're just really going at the bottom. I'm kind of like making sure my card is fairly central because I kind of want them a bit central. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean these two, because at the moment they're in balmy blue and we're going to use them in soft suede. So let's just give those a clean. Okay, right. Okay, so they're clean. That under there. So they're going to be used in soft suede in a minute. So I'm going to bring in the two base layers and I'm just going to ink one up, tap, 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 and then I'm going to pop it straight down like that. And then I'm going to bring the other one in, tap, 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 and I'm going to pop it straight down like that. I've missed their feet out again. I keep forgetting their poor little feet. We'll have to get them out of the box. I keep forgetting, and I have to pop them in there because otherwise we've got birds. These birds are just going to fall over because they've got no feet. They'll be like weebles. They'll wobble, but they won't fall over. Oh gosh, that's my age, isn't it? Morning Sandra, morning Wendy, morning Shirley, morning Jacqueline, morning Tracy, morning Diana. How are you? Right, okay, so just tap, tap, tap without putting your finger in it. And straight up and straight down. I am loving soft suede over balmy blue on this. It's such a beautiful, beautiful colour combination. And honestly, my stamping isn't perfect. There is an edge, but actually, do you know what? I stamped this and whoever gets this card is going to love it. So randomly, there will be 2 of this week's cards being sent to people randomly in the post. So that's all I need to do on that one for a minute. So I can pop that inside my card base, ready to go. Okay, so then everything else we're going to stamp now, we're going to do on scrap. So I've got lots of bits of scrap here. So we're going to repeat our birds, okay, and everything is kind of done in the same colourways. So I'm going to tap, 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 pop my bird down. Bear in mind that most of these bits we're going to cut out using the machine, okay. So that's my birds. I'm then going to grab my my wings. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, and I'm doing all the same colour first, okay? So I've got both my wings and I've got my eggs. Now, when I do my eggs, I'm going to do something a bit different. And I've got 6 eggs. So I have inked that up, okay? I've got my soft suede Stamp and Write marker, okay? And I'm just going to dab ink all over it. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? I'm going to stamp it. And you can see that it gives me lovely speckledy eggs. I'm just going to stamp that right off. Okay, so I've inked it up. I'm just going to dab. And because the balmy blue is so light, that's okay. It's not going to do any damage to my soft suede, okay? So I'm just going to do another lot there. Okay, so I can pop all of those bits now to one side, ready to be cleaned. Right, so the next bit that we need to do is we need to do the overlay on our birds. So I'm going to grab the soft suede. Oops, ink doesn't want to go back in its holder. I haven't got a fancy holder. I've got a beautiful holder. My son, when he was 14, in design technology, or whatever they call it these days, in my day it would have been woodwork, he made me a ink holder that holds 50 inks. And it's lovely. So it holds my inks and my markers. And it's really lovely, and it sits on my desk, and I am really, really proud of the fact that he made that for me. So that's my two birds, okay? So we've used the birds now, so now they can also go to one side. I'm going to bring back in my soft suede, okay? And I want to add this detail around my bird's wing, okay? So with my brush tip, I'm just going to add some detail. I'm not pressing very hard, just to to add detail to the bird's wings. Okay. There you go. So that's how you add that detail to their wing, okay? So that's that. So the next thing we're going to do is we need to do our nest. Now, I stamped my nest in crumb cake. So let's grab my crumb cake. And I'm going to grab my early espresso and my soft suede markers again, okay? I'll put that one away because I don't need it anymore. Put it the right way so I know what colour it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is ink up my stamp, okay? And then I'm going to use what's called the thumping technique, okay? This is a technique from years old. And you literally just splat your marvellous marker, okay? All over your Stampin' Right marker, all over the stamp, okay? Give it a bit of huff. I'm going to stamp it down, and that gives you this beautiful effect for the nest, okay? Just stamp that off to make sure that I'm not transferring the dark colour. Then I'm going to re-ink, because I've got two nests. They're one behind front the other, to give it some depth, okay? I'm going to use my soft suede. Okay, like that. And then my early espresso. Because twigs are definitely not the same colour from every tree. And I'm going to pop that one down. Okay, so that's my two nests. So I can now pop the crumb cake away as well. And last but not least, we're going to use the Rococo Rose, if I can grab it out. Okay. Right. and we want 6, 7, 8, 9 flowers. 1, 2, 3. Now I want 3 that are lighter. 1, 2, 3. So each time I've stamped off, okay, and then I want 1, 2, 3 to go inside, okay, because these are doubled and we need 3 to go up here. Right, so that is all of our stamping done. So now we're going to get to do the die cutting. So everything is on there. I don't need that piece. I'm going to grab the die cutting machine. So we're going to die cut these 2 beautiful long strips, which are in the die set. We're going to cut 2 branches, okay? And we're going to cut all the rest, okay? So I'm really sorry, we're back to the big die cutting machine. So just bear with me. Right, I'm going to pop that out the way. How are we on picture quality on that? Let's take you up, I think. There we go. I'm really getting the hang of this stand now. Right, so I've got all my die cutting scraps to one side. So hopefully you can see what I've got here. Right, I'm going to try and do most of these. Okay, so let's grab the dies. And as you know, my dies are not back in this pack particularly neatly. So I don't want that one for a minute. I want that one, oops, that one, and that one. Right, so I've got one of my little flowers. Can pop down there. I've got some of my eggs. Can pop there. One of the nests. Okay. And one. If I'm really lucky, I might be able to get both on. 2. Right, okay. Let's take him over a bit. Oops. Right. I'm happy with that. Right, let's see if I can put the top plate on without, and I've done this the wrong way around, but they are so good, I'm not removing them. My machine's got to last 1 month more. All right, so take those bits out a minute. So I've got 1 bit cut ready. Right, let's take all these bits off. So my birds are done. 3 of the eggs are done, and they all come out separately, which is brilliant, and 1 of the flowers. So let's push this back through. Swap my plate over. Right, I don't need the birds anymore, so I'm going to pop them to one side. I need another nest. A flower. If you didn't want to get the dies out to sit and cut all the flowers, they would be very therapeutic to sit and fussy cut, because there is a little bit of other fussy cutting to be done, and that is the 2 wings. Okay, so let's run this through. If you're new to die cutting and you think that you're breaking something by that machine, the machine making this noise, the clanking and it sounds like everything's breaking, you're really not. It's definitely supposed to make that noise. Right, so I've got my other nest now. I don't need the nest die. Right, so while we're cutting out the flowers, we're also going to cut some of the other bits. So I've got the 2 wings to fussy cut in a minute. So I've got one of my flowers there. So I'm going to pop that there like that. Pop that one on. Okay. And I'm now going to grab some soft suede. Now I tend to end up with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of scraps. So the first thing I'm going to do is you need 2 of these. And I need to just check my card a minute. If I'm done with it, because I had I had an equal strip from it to cut. Right, and I'm going to grab my tear tape, some washi tape or some purple tape, anything will do. Stampin' Up washi tape, if you've got any of it that's retired, that works perfectly. Whatever I do, I stick it onto the back of my hand first, okay? Because you don't want it to be overly sticky. So I'm just going to position that like that, because I'm happy with that. It's now fairly straight. While that one's doing that, I'm also going to get one of my leaves, okay? Oh, my flower's moved. Pop that back on. Crank the handle. Have we moved over? It's like crank the handle. Okay. Nay, I hope when you got home, darling, everything was okay. Right, so that's that bit. So we've got one of our branches now. Let's just get rid of these bits. I'm going to use my top plate to scrape them off, so excuse the noise. So I've got my dies. Right, we're going to bring it back through, okay? And I'm just going to snip this bit off, okay? So I've got my scissors. I'm going to snip this bit here and here, okay? And pop that bit out because I've got everything I need. So we're going to repeat the process on the other side. So pop everything back on the bottom plate. So the bottom plate is back in, okay? Just going to pop those bits to one side. So I need the straight edge for this. So I'm just going to line it up kind of with the same width. Okay, I'm happy that that's straight, so I'm just going to pop that down there so that stays in place. I'm going to pop my other leaf up there and another flower. Okay. Oh, leaf needs to come down a bit. That's just right. Okay, right, and we're good to go. Crank the handle. This is quite therapeutic doing it with my left arm because normally it's the right arm. Right, so I don't need any more of this one, so I can pop it to one side. That's brilliant. So I can take that off. Get rid of the tape. Okay, one. Again, we need to snip the ends. Okay. Just like that. And that's the bit we actually need. So I don't need any more of that bit. Right. Sorry, guys, because we've still got 5 flowers to go. Don't disappear. Trundle and make a cup of coffee. Take the video with you. Right, okay, that's that one. 1. Whoops. 2. When you get really experienced at this, you'll know when your morning Jan, you'll know when your dies are cutting. You'll be able to feel them, so you'll know that you don't need to put your plates all the way through. You'll be able to feel it and it will be fine. Okay, right, that's that one. How many more have we got? Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Right, we've got 2 more to do. Right, sorry guys, I will be quick. I could have prepped it yesterday, but I kind of wanted to show you what I was doing and why I was doing it. So I've done 2 variations of colour on the flowers on the front because I wanted to give it some depth, and we're also going to be shaping those flowers. Right, last one. And then I wanted variation on the colour inside so they They looked a bit like a bunch of flowers. Right, there we go. Right, let's just take the die, pop it back. So I'm going to pop all of those away. So far this week, we have pretty much used every die, or I have, because I've also used the circle one that cuts out that beautiful frame on another card. Right, let's pop that out of the way because we are done with the big shot, and bring the card back in. Okay, right, so, oh, okay, right, we're back again. Oh, okay, right, quick glug of coffee if you don't mind. That was energetic. Right, how are we doing on the view of this? Right, let's just, getting really good at this. I hope, Lynn, you're really impressed with the master skills I now have with the Archon stand. I hope, hang on, let's go up with this one a bit. It's working out which one to use. Right, I think that's better. Are we better? There we go. Right, so that is our right, that's our card. Right, so all our bits are here. Right, so we've got a couple of little bits to fussy cut. Let's just get rid of all of these bits. So we've got 2 tiny wings. Okay, so just snip round them. Okay, get rid of my scrap. Diana, were you saying my craft room looked amazing and really tidy the other day? My area looks like a bomb has dropped on it this morning. I did a 60th birthday card for somebody yesterday afternoon. Then I went and got the dog food, as I said I was going to do. And I did buy 2 beautiful hydrangeas in this beautiful bluey mauvey colour. If you check out my Instagram page or my Facebook page, there is a picture of them. They're not open yet. They're kind of really in bud. They're beautiful. It was a very surreal experience. You had to follow the one-way system. It wasn't, I mean, I'm used to going to the garden centre with my mum. We have a mooch and a cup of coffee, and it's a really social occasion. It's really lovely. Catch up on what's going on in each other's lives, and it's lovely. No coffee shop yesterday, no mum. I said to the girl at the checkout, I need some compost. My mum says I need some compost. And she was like, okay, which compost do you need? And I went, Mum says ericaceous, but I'm not sure. What does it say on the thing? She said, right, hang on. She said, I'll go and find out for you. Anyway, so she came back. She said, no, this one just needs normal. So there's currently 3 bags of compost in my car that some lovely young lad put into my car for me. You had to pull up at the compost collection area, wind down your window, tell them where you were having the compost put, so whether it was in the boot or on the back seat of the car or whatever, and they loaded it into your car, and there was kind of like no contact. So that was yesterday. Okay. Oh, I did some food shopping. It was an exciting day yesterday. So yeah, right. So we can now begin to put some of these bits together, okay, before we do anything else. So we're going to stick this one inside. Right, so bit of Tombow. Love my Tombow. Stick this one inside. Okay. Lynn, in answer to your question, that's my old Big Shot. That's my A4 size Big Shot, because the new cutting machine is not available to demonstrators until August. I was really excited because I'd read it wrong and I thought it was June, July even, but it's not available till August. So I've still got a month of using my old cutting machine, which is huge, and it causes me lots of pain because it's too big and too heavy for me to move around, but that's fine. We're managing. It's good. Right, so that's our front put on, okay? So the next bit we're going to do is these bits. And kind of what I did was kind of, you know, I eyeballed it, to be honest, okay? And just really stuck these bits like that, and then just kind of snipped off the spare bits. Okay, so I didn't measure it. There was no hard and fast about how anything should be done. So again, I'm going to grab my silicone mat. I'm just going to add some glue to my mat, okay? And I'm just going to touch through like that, okay? Move that to one side. So you can see that I've got glue on it. Turn it over. Grab both ends. And you kind of need to do it fairly even. Like that, okay? So that's down. Right, I'm just going to grab my snips and I can snip off that edge. And I'm going to leave, no I'm not, I'm taking it off. And that one, okay? Then I'm going to do the same, oops, same here, that leaf's going. Okay, don't want that one there. And I want to take that up to there, okay? So that's the first one done. I've got glue everywhere now. Thank goodness for sticky stuff remover, that's all I can say. So again, touching it all the way through my glue, making sure we've got some on the end. Okay, going to move the mat out of the way. Oh, I nearly dropped that one then. The dexterity is not great this morning. And there we go. So a reasonable guide for this is where the leaves are attached to the strip. Okay, that's kind of a really good lining up guide. So you can snip this little one off. And then snip that one off. You can get rid of that leaf because you don't want it. Would you believe it? Oh, that was a really bad joke, wasn't it? There you go. Right, so that's how you do that bit. All right. If you didn't want to put birds in the middle and you wanted to put a beautiful border and a sentiment, that would be really beautiful. If you just wanted to do a die cut with a sentiment on it again, that would still be just a beautiful card. So, ooh, finger in the glue. Right, so bringing the glue back in because we're now going to do our 2 branches, okay? So I've got one branch like that. So I'm going to add some more glue to my mat. And I'm just going to touch through. My little Frenchie is absolutely soundo on the sofa. I'm so sorry if you can hear her snoring. Okay, right, so those are down. Like that. Let's just get rid of that little excess there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Right, now I don't need the whole extra branch, but it's a great way to secure it. So you're going to overlap it and it looks kind of really untidy like that. And I was like, it's untidy, got to sort that out. But honestly, you don't have to because it's going to be covered by your nest, okay? So again, I'm just going to touch it all through the glue. Okay, making sure that it's got glue. Put the glue to one side. Okay, and I'm going to bring it down. If I can get it to come off my finger. Okay. So there you go. All right, so it does look untidy up here, but you're going to cover it up with your nest. So the first thing, then the first bit that we're going to put down is decide which of your 2 nests you want as your front nest and your back nest, okay? And we're going to shape it. So I'm going to grab a bone folder. we're going to use some dimensionals. All right. Oops. Right, so this, I think I'm going to use this one as the front one and this one as the back one. Okay, so I'm going to shape my front nest like that, and also at the bottom like that. Okay, because I want it, a nest is round and curved, so you don't want your nest to be flat, do you? So it's kind of a weird shape at the moment, okay, but it will work. And then this one I'm just going to leave flat, and I'm going to grab some dimensionals. A girl can never have too many dimensionals. Or is that diamonds? A girl can never have too many diamonds. I'd rather have... No, Lynn, it wasn't. Very disappointing, isn't it? It was definitely not... No, Shirley, I won't forget their feet. Thank you, darling. I would have done if you hadn't said. Although, actually, it's not going to show there. Actually, I think we're going to leave... I'll do the feet inside, but I'm going to leave them with no feet there. So I'm just going to pop my nest there, look. Like that. On the dimensionals. Now, that's the back nest, okay? So we're now going to do the front nest. So I'm going to put one dimensional there. So I'm not reaching across. And I'm going to put one there and one there, okay? I'm then going to take the top off the middle one, and I am going to attach a second dimensional on top. So I've built a tower, okay? I'm going to take all of those off now. Take the tops off them all. Okay. And I'm going to drop it down slightly so you can see the top edge. Okay. So it looks now like it's shaped. Like we've got a beautifully shaped. I think you can still see that. Okay. So... Somebody just tried to ring. That was a bit rude during a live. Right, so the next thing we're going to need to do is to add our eggs in. Okay, now some of them have use glue dots, and some of them I've used dimensionals. So let's just grab all the eggs. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so I need 3 at the back. And I'm just going to put glue dots at the bottom of them. Okay, glue dot. And I'm going to pop it in so that it's stuck on the inside of our nest. But I don't need a dimensional because... it's sticking to the nest, and the nest is already popped up onto dimensional. So that's those 3, okay? Then I'm just going to snip some edges because I never waste any dimensionals. And I'm going to have one in front there. Let's grab another one. One in front there, and then last but not least, oops, popping my nest up, another one there. So there's my eggs. Okay, let's get rid of that, we don't want that. So that's our eggs. So the next thing to do is we're going to add our little birds. So we've got our little chappy here. Okay, so put the bits there, then you can see. So your wings are really easy to match up to the bird they go on. So again, I'm just going to shape my wings. Okay, like that. I'm going to grab a dimensional. I'm going to use the offcut. Okay, like that. Whoops, dimensional does not want to go away. And I'm just going to line it up, okay, like that, all right, onto the bird. So you can see now we've got a 3D bird. And I'm going to pop a dimensional onto the back of my bird, and I'm going to pop in there. Okay, there he is. Daddy bird is looking after mummy bird in the nest. Oh, isn't that sweet? I wonder if he does the shopping for mummy bird. What do you reckon? Random, the things I can talk about, really, isn't it? So, okay, let's just shape this. Love the snoring, it's very funny. Shirley, she snores like that all night, hence the fact they sleep in their dog beds in the kitchen. She is absolutely adorable. She's laid right out. She's out for the count. So, Yogi does not snore quite so much. So, lining up the second wing, there we go. So you can see we've got dimension on our wings now. So mummy bird, we're going to pop a dimensional behind her, kind of up almost to her head, okay? And then we're just going to slip her into the nest. I want her wing to be over. So I'm kind of like, there you go. So she's in the nest with her eggs, all right? So we're on to the last few bits, guys. So this is where your glue dots are really going to come into play. And also a balling tool, okay, and a stamping mat, which I know I have somewhere. Oh, there they are. Right, I didn't put them away too safely. I can see it. That's good. Right, it's on my stand. That's good. Right, so I've got my stamping mat back on the chair again. Oh, right, okay. So stamping mat. So I want 3 really dark ones for the base, okay? So I've got 3 really dark ones, and then I want 3 lighter ones for the top, all right? So literally 1, 2, 3, okay? 1. Let's move my cards up a minute. 2, 3. Okay, now this is the Stamp and Pierce mat, which is brilliant. As you can see, it's got holes in it. I've stamped on it. I use it for shaping my flowers. Right, and I'm going to turn them over, okay, because I want them to have dimension. Right, so there we go. Gives my petals their shape. So, right, glue dot on the top one, and then we're going to offset it on the bottom one, okay? And I'm then just going to bring the petals back up again, keeping it offset, okay? This card obviously has quite a lot of dimension to it, so if you were going to send it through the post, I would be making a little box for it, okay? Right, so the next one, lining it up so that it's offset, okay? Just pulling up those bits again. Last one. Oh, I nearly did that the wrong way round. Right. Oops. I'm glad you can't see my face, because when I do this, my tongue sticks out. I'm concentrating and my tongue goes out. So, oops. Did I have a glue dot? No, no glue dot. I was so excited. Look, I left the glue dot on the thing. Yep, we've got it that time. Right, so stuck my fingers to it as well. Right, so let's just pull that one around a bit more. Right, so we've got our 3 flowers. The 3 inside don't need to be shaped, so that's good. Right, so grabbing our glue dots. Could be able to get my favourite gems out in a minute. Oh, I'm really excited by that. Right, I'm going to have a flower there. I'm going to have a flower there. And I'm going to have a flower there, okay? So let's grab my gems. And we'll stick those ones in a minute. Whoops. Gems flying out the box all over the place. Where have they gone? Oh, I know they're in here somewhere. There they are. Almost right at the back. That's not a lot of help really, is it? So, got my gems. Grab my take and pick. One. This is much easier than a pokey tool. You pick it up on the putty and pop it straight down. Always in the centre. So much easier than a pokey tool. Right, so that's that. So we've got our flowers on the front. The last 3 flowers now. I take them off the desk. They're in my hand. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab our glue dots. 1. My glue dots are not behaving very well this morning. 2, 3. Okay. Get rid of that. That's rubbish. And that, my lovely, lovely friends. Oh, I've got a dimensional stuck there where I don't need one. Is the last of the Birds and Branches cards. Okay. I've really, really enjoyed working with this set this week. It's my set. As you know, I'm Bird. This is kind of my set. I'm really, really loving it. So I've really enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this. Jacqueline, have a good day at work. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this one today. As I said, I will be back. Oh, Shirley, yes, don't forget the birdie's feet. Let's quickly. Oh, birdie's feet. Right, where's the stamp set? We can't have birdies with no feet. Right, let's have some little feet. Both sets. 2 little blocks. Okay, put that one on there to clean and that one on there to clean. Let's grab the soft suede. Shirley, I'm glad you reminded me. Okay, so 1, 2, making sure they're up the right way, of course. Okay, I'm just going to check which one that is, because one goes one way and the other goes the other way. So that's that one. Oops, that's that one. He's got his feet. Check it's the right way up first, because your bird would look stupid with them going the wrong way. That's that one. Oh, we'll just get them on there. And that's that one. Okay, thank you, Shirley. Our birds now have feet. I hope you've really, really enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed doing this one. So we've done, I can't show you the other one. So we did that today. This is yesterday's, okay? And then we did just a basic card as well this week. So next week we're working with hippos. Kind of really like them, they're cute. I'm going to come up with some lovely things for that. And I will see you all on Monday morning at 11 a.m. I will miss you all tomorrow, but I'm going to go and have some fun. And do you know what? Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you Monday morning. If you'd like a catalogue, if you want to order a new Christmas catalogue, as soon as I get them, I'll send them out to you. Drop me a PM, send me a text message, drop me a WhatsApp, ask for a catalogue on my blog, www.crunchycrafts.co.uk, and I will get back to you with it all. Take care, stay safe, have a good weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.